y'all doing?
All right, Coach. Defensive effort in the second half got a lot better. I know it was a little loose in that first half, but since you got it going, and that kind of helped kickstart the offense even further.
Yeah, this is always a tough game, being on the road for 10 days, 5 games, and then you come home that first game. So we're extremely proud of our group to step up to the plate and take care of home court. And like you said, Graf, in the second half, I thought the biggest difference was our rebounding. Only 3 second chance points, and I think 2 offensive rebounds in the second half, and it allows us to get out in the open floor, and we shot the cover off the ball today.
Yeah, I know they're going to ask about Brandon, but 25 made threes. We saw history. You know, just the shooting that you guys have, it's got to be pleasing as a coach. And Jordan Hawkins talked about it on the post-game radio, said just what Brandon and Zion do in the lane to bring everybody in is just making the guys on the wing shooting a lot easier.
It does, and you saw it today. I thought our starting group, they got off to a great start, and B.I. was instrumental in, number one, facilitating the basketball, and then his threes, pull-up threes, catch-and-shoot threes, and the rest of the team follow suit.
What'd you like most about what Brandon did tonight?
I liked it that he was aggressive from the start. He was playing fast, playing with force, no hesitation on his part, and it was a dominant effort across the board.
On nights when he takes and makes a lot of threes, are there any through lines you look at and it's like, okay, this is how he got a lot of those up or anything like that?
I'm sure we will go back and watch some of that, but the biggest thing was his mentality. He started the game with a mentality that I'm going to play with force. I'm going to find my teammates. When I'm open, I'm going to take them with confidence. Defensively, rebounding the ball, getting out in the break. So just all the things that we've been talking about for the last few weeks, not only Brandon but the whole team did a really good job tonight of all of the concepts that we continue to talk about.
There's a nice moment in the second half. Zion really split his feet against LaMelo, forced a turnover. Crowd kind of went crazy. Just what did you think about Zion's defense on that sequence and kind of that moment overall?
Yeah, he's getting better and better, and we're all challenging each other. We're challenging Z, B.I., our whole group to guard, to defend, and all of these guys are more than capable. It's just a matter of going out and being consistent doing it.
And you mentioned it before whenever I asked you about all 3 of your main guys scoring 20 points. You say you love to see them having their assists up as well. All of them were north of 6 assists tonight. How much does that help the offense when they all have a playmaking mentality like they did tonight?
It's so huge for our offense when those 3 guys who are our main scorers are not only scoring the ball, but they're facilitating. They're passing to each other, getting Trey open shots, Naji, getting Hawk open shots. It's fun to watch. It's beautiful to watch. We want to try as best we can to continue to be consistent in that area, and that's the goal for us, is that, maybe we don't come out and have 25 threes, but we have a level of consistency in taking them and being efficient shooting them.
And just we asked you over and over again about just the confidence Jordan plays with as a three-point shooter, but just the amount of tough shots he can make as an outside shooter. What's it like just seeing how he does that consistently?
He doesn't play like a rookie to me. He's super confident, but he works on it. And he's in the gym every day with Coach Corey Brewer. They're working on his movement shots, his catch and shoot shots, shot fake. He's driving the ball, getting to the basket, kick out, respacing, all the stuff that we're seeing night in and night out. And the biggest thing for me is that he is over and over proving that, he belongs on the floor.
Willie, did you or anybody else on the coaching staff have a talk with Brandon since he had been in a little bit of a funk of late, or did he just come out and do it all this basically on his own?
Well, we're in constant communication. Coach JB, myself, some of the other coaches, and it's just a matter of B.I. continuing to go out and be as dominant as he can each and every game. And some games, we have big leads, so he wasn't able to finish the fourth quarter and didn't have 20 points. But tonight, he made a concerted effort that he was going to get going early.
It hasn't been too many games, but what do you think of that combination off the bench, Trey and Jordan, with their spacing they provide together on the court?
The more we're seeing it, the more we like it. And I think it's hard for teams to match up with that shooting and spacing, especially when you put the ball in Z's hands or B.I.'s hands and you have shooting around those guys. Their gravity allows those guys to get extra shots.
Speaking of spacing, you guys are 4-0 when the team just attempts 43s. So I don't know if that's a direct correlation, but what does that do when guys are just open to take threes or just putting those attempts up, and kind of how that impacts your offense?
We're 4-0 when we
Yes.
take 43s.
Yes, just attempts.
We need to take 43s. We need to take 43s every game, simple as that. But no, it's definitely something that we have grown to become comfortable with as a team. When I first got here, we wasn't, we were one of the bottom teams in three-point attempts. I don't know where we're at right now, but we just got to continue to be balanced. We want to attack the paint, get to the free throw line, score in transition. But we know in order to score against the best teams and to be a high efficient offense, we have to be willing to take catch and shoot threes, open threes.
And when you were watching Jordan Hawkins, does he remind you of anybody you watched over the years?
Yeah, a number of people. Ray Allen comes to mind. He has a bit of Steph Curry in the way he moves, and J.J. Redick and those guys that can just, Klay Thompson, that move off screens, and they come with such force and pace, and then the moment it touches their hands, you feel like it's going in every time, and he has that capability.
And Willie, what are your thoughts on Kaiser Lewis now that the trade's been made official, right? He's getting traded to
Yeah.
the Raptors. Have you had a chance to talk to him yet?
I did. I had a chance to speak to him today. First of all, high character young man. He handled this situation as good as anyone could in his position. Handled it with class, came in every day, worked his tail off, and we wish him the best. Unfortunately, it didn't work out the way we wanted to here, but we wish him the best wherever he goes. He'll always be, a part of our family here in New Orleans, and so we're grateful for Kaiser, what he meant to our team, and his teammates they were all talking to him a little bit ago. So, just want to wish him the best moving forward.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
guys as a team. 25 threes for y'all as a team. Just what do you feel like was working out there for y'all offensively?
Ball movement. We got the ball inside and out, attack the paint, and got some kick out threes, some one mores, what we call Brady's, pocket to the three ball. So, yeah.
What's a Brady?
It's when you it's a pocket pass or any type of give and go, touch paint and kick out for a three.
Yeah, and just for you as a guy who can knock them down, obviously, how nice is it to just like play with a bunch of guys, CJ, Zion, BI, who like have a lot of gravity and will move it?
They're probably the reason I'm getting them open right now. Z and BI, they do a great job of using their gravity, and they're really good passers. I think they're really underrated passers. I think Z is one of the best passers in the league, him and BI. So they do a great job getting off it when guys are open. So me, Trey, and CJ, we use their gravity for sure to get us open shots.
And you guys end up making more threes in this game than you attempted in the last game. How much was that a focus coming in, just getting those attempts up?
I think it's really important we can master threes with B and Zi's ability to get downhill, and JV when he's in the paint and they want to throw doubles at him. I think we can kill him with the three. So you got to pick your poison type of matchup. So I think it's really important. It's going to be really helpful for us down in the future.
Yeah, coming into the night, the numbers were a little down for BI with his 7 games. What was it like just seeing him break out, and especially the way he did it with the passing, with the three-pointers, doing it in that way?
I think he did a terrific job all across the board. He played a great game. I know that he's mentally tough, and being able to come out here and drop a triple-double, this just shows how tough he is mentally. So a lot of credit to him.
Tonight you caught one at your feet and you still shot it.
Yeah.
Is that something you practice? Is that something like you just see over and over?
Yeah, for sure. Me and my guy Brew and Jake, we definitely work on it. Work on the bad passes because you're not gonna get a good pass every time. So as a shooter, you have to be ready to catch any type of pass and rise up. So that's something I definitely work on.
And Jordan, going back to BI for a second, how much did him really get off the hot start from three set the tone for you guys tonight?
Yeah, how many threes he hit today? 7? Yeah, if he can do that and master ability, his mid-range ability, I think he's unstoppable. So it's good. He definitely got it started with the 3-pointers. So
I got to ask you, Z had a moment in the corner against LaMelo Ball defensively.
Yeah.
Where he forced that turnover.
Yeah.
What do you think of that play?
That was terrific. I'm usually in the shift, but I was like, nah, he got it. I'm gonna let him handle it himself. So that was terrific, and that was probably one of the best plays of the season. So.
Hey, Jordan, I asked Willie about you and just who do you kind of remind him of. He mentioned some of the greatest three-point shooters in the game, Ray Allen, Steph, Clay. But what does that mean when you just hear accolades like that about you?
That's terrific. I got a chance to meet with Ray Allen and Rip. Even though I know it's a great 3-point, but this way he moves and the way he just gets to his spots on the move without even taking the dribble, I do admire that. Steph Curry, I was just watching his highlights before the game, so he's a terrific at shooting the ball on the catch and on the move. He can shoot the ball any single way he wanted to. I want him to. So I watch a lot of guys like those, Ray Allen, and him to try to see different ways I can get off my shot. And I know I have a quick release. So.
You watched them highlights before every game?
No, I just watched it before this game. While I was getting massage, I was just looked up Steph Curry highlights.
So you probably watched them Friday too.
Yeah, probably should. Yeah, I should watch Friday, right? Yeah.
You mentioned getting shots off when you were kind of off balance and that kind of thing. How do you practice the part about sometimes the pass isn't always going to be perfect? Is it just having somebody throw you a low pass or off?
Yeah, it's just bad passes. Throw bad passes. Sometimes roll it pass, throw it high, try to throw high, keep high. I think that's the next step for me. Like Klay Thompson, he used to do that a lot. He used to catch it from anywhere and shoot it. That's the level I want to get to. So just working on stuff like that, just get you more shots, get you more looks when you can shoot like that. Yeah.
You mentioned that you have a term of Brady for a certain type of passes. What do you call it when Naji dribbles on a fast break and throws a behind the back pass? Do you like that?
That's just a cool play. So yeah, that's just chemistry right there.
And Jordan, you and Trey both talked about how you guys, can form a formidable duo in the league. Now you actually played a few games next to him, a lot of good, decent
Yeah.
minutes. What do you think of this pairing?
I mean, it's really fun out there. To be honest with you, I don't think I played with a guy that can shoot the ball like that. I mean, arguably, to shoot the ball better than me, and like ever in my life, to be honest with you. So, it's really cool, really fun to play out there. I'm definitely looking for him either when I'm driving, and I know he's looking for me. And when we're out there, it is really fun out there. So, thank you.
25.
Put that there. It's like, shit, no better.
25 threes for y'all. I mean, most in a game by a lot. 3 more than you'd ever made in a game as a team. What allowed that to happen tonight?
I thought our pace was great. I rebounded, initiated the offense a lot. Kick aheads, paint the greats. We had some single side tag actions where we got a roller rolling and a good shooter replacing, making sure you got a shooter at the nail. But the nail helps so that if they stunt, they stunting off a Hawk, they stunting off a Trey, they stunting off me. Herb is continuing to shoot the ball extremely well, especially in the corner, especially in the right corner. I shot the ball pretty well, and I think for us as a team, the faster we play, easier it is to get threes, but also the more stops you get, the easier it is to get threes. So I think there's a combination of those things.
How uncommon is it for, I guess, a rookie like Jordan Hawkins to come in and just have the shot-making ability that he's shown?
He ain't afraid. He ain't afraid of the moment. He's a really good shooter. He's confident. He works on his craft. He's got quick release, and he's a smart basketball player. He knows how to find open spaces. He knows how to shoot the ball when it's open, drive when it's not. I told him we got to work on them travels. But I think he's a product of hard work, confidence, and all those things are meeting opportunity. And he's showing what he has to offer, and he's showing why he won a national championship.
And BI's numbers were down the past couple games coming into this one. What did you think about just the way he started off with just the aggressive mentality in that first quarter?
Yeah, I mean, he started off confident. He played free tonight. He was aggressive, and I think he allowed the rebounding to kind of dictate his offense. And he didn't hunt twos tonight. He hunted threes, and I think his first 7 field goals were made threes, which is a sign of his mindset into the game because he can get to the midi whenever he wants, but I think getting them catch and shoot threes, getting those dribble up threes, kick out threes off of offensive rebounds will be really good for him. It'll allow him to get to the basket, and he still playmade. He still got downhill and just played a really really good solid all around game. And I think they missed out on like 3 or 4 assists. He probably should have 14 assists tonight. We got to talk to our people who are registering our assists for us. So. This is a night where some teams might have had 15 assists, and he struggled to get 10. And I'm taking one dribble and laying the ball up. I'm confused.
Just seeing the difficulty with some of the shots Hawks makes on the three-point line. Just what's it like seeing a rookie just with that level of confidence to be able to take shots with guys, hand in the face, in transition, feet not set, and being able to make them.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it is his mindset, his preparation. He's in the gym shooting a lot, and you gain confidence as you continue to have success. And I think his confidence comes from the work ethic and his previous success, and I think it's continuing to flow. We encourage him to shoot the ball, and some of those shots he's being guarded closely. He's still raising up. The corner three that he hit was tough. The closeout was tight. He sized him up and raised, and I think that's just a sign of how far ahead of the curve he is as a rookie, to be able to move, find spaces, and take and make, tough shots.
The team is 4-0 when you guys shoot 43s in a game. Just
Yeah.
right? What does that say about the spacing, just the attempts created, and where you guys can kind of benefit from it?
Yeah, I mean, we've been preaching shoot more threes for a long time, and I think, some nights we do it, some nights we don't, and obviously you want quality threes, you want the right guys taking threes, and I think as we continue to figure out our rotation, our patterns, what play calls we can generate threes from, I think you'll continue to see it, and pin downs, going inside and out, transition, those are easy ways to get threes, and as the season progresses, I think we'll continue to get closer to 40.
You teamed up with College Beyond to create a scholarship program here in New Orleans. I want to kind of talk about how that came about. Does it benefit, I know, high school students, but kind of how can they get involved?
Yeah, great question. I think it's something that we had talked about for quite some time with my family, with Ashley, who handles all my off-court stuff, just trying to figure out how to make a real impact here in New Orleans, specifically this city, understanding the variety of needs that are here as a person with an education background. My wife having too many degrees, master's and a doctorate, being a dentist, I think one of the things that we had talked about historically was figuring out how to impact this community and understanding the challenges that many kids face when it comes to college, and just kind of brainstorming and figuring out who we could collaborate with. College Beyond made sense. They have experience doing things like this. We wanted to specifically target New Orleans. We want to specifically target a demographic of people who are sometimes put in a position to do what they have to do, not what they want to do. And we're excited to be able to help alter or change the trajectory of 10 kids who are here. They can register online. There's a link that I posted, and I'll be posting again. And I think we have our press event January 22nd. But just excited to be able to give back. I'm thankful to be able to play a sport at a high level and be able to take care of my family. And this game has given me a lot of opportunities. And I think for me, it's about really just taking advantage and doing what I can when I can to help other people. And I was fortunate enough to get a scholarship to play basketball, so I didn't have to, worry about the finances behind it. But my wife and so many others are forced to take out loans and kind of go through that process. And I think for us, if we can alleviate some of that stress and some of that pressure on some kids and their families, then why not try to do that? So I'm excited about the impact that we're going to have directly on those kids and their families, for the foreseeable future and beyond. And really excited about some of the stuff that they're going to be able to accomplish. Some of the stuff that I probably didn't have when I was in college in terms of the one-on-one mentorship and just being able to kind of have someone with you every step of the way. Going to college is difficult. It's hard. And I think that I'm really excited about the impact that we're going to have, and there's a lot of stuff that we're going to continue to do for this community outside of that I'm excited about as well.
CJ, obviously a lot of guys were hot from three tonight. But what do you particularly like about that pairing off the bench with Trey and Jordan? What kind of facet can they provide for you guys moving forward?
The space is really important. The recognition, the shot recognition the team has to have for them. Obviously, Trey's got extended range. Jordan's can shoot from far out, but he's towing the line similar to Ray Allen. And I think Z on ball, B on ball, me on ball, being able to make that extra pass, being able to drive and get downhill and see them. It's a comforting feeling when you're throwing it to somebody who can make 6, 7, 8 threes in the game. Somebody that's 40, 50%, depending on the streak, maybe 50% right now in his last I don't know how many attempts. And the defense is aware too. You do the scouting report, you understand makes and misses, you understand streaks, and I think for us it's about continuing to compete at a high level and utilizing all our guys' strengths and advantages.
CJ, of course, a record 25 made threes tonight by the team, but the biggest roar of the night came when Zion clamped down on LaMelo in the corner. What do you think of that play?
That was a good play, man. He accepted the challenge. LaMelo's obviously a really good player, and for us to be successful as a team, we got a guard. We got a guard with 5, and I thought that was indicative of how the night was going.
Hey, CJ, I asked Willie this, but just want to get your take on it. Who does Jordan remind you of as far as when you watch him play? Are there some players that just play
Man, I think he's only played 30-something games, so it's hard to give him a comp right now. But he went to Connecticut, so it's easy to say Ray. I think he's got a little bit of Rip Hamilton in him. More threes, obviously. Rip is, 2 chest action, floppy pin downs and stuff. But really good sound technique, sound footwork, quick release. His release might be quicker than Rip's. But I would say those are some natural two-guard comparisons. But I'd have to go back in the archives and watch some of the old school two guards because of his game. And I say he wears a T-shirt like Chris Lofton. Chris Lofton back in Tennessee. But I think he's his own individual player, making a real good name for himself, and he's doing things the right way.